Okay, I'm Noah Foltz, and today I'll be showing you how to use Illustrator to do some really nice things with photographs and make some patterns. So first we go to File, and then select New or New from Template. New just gives you a blank document that you can use, and we'll be using that later for the patterns, but we're going to start from New from Template. To get to a template, you can just use a picture, which is what I'll be using. Use this one. It's right here. You can see it on my desktop. Click it. Goes to New. And then when we open it up, right here we have this page. See, once we get rid of the picture, that's what it wants us to draw on. That's what it's going to actually print out. So we can either resize this to fit the page, or we can make the page bigger. In order to make our page bigger, we'll just copy this picture right here, go back to New, name it to whatever you want, Profile, do Web. There's a whole bunch of different profiles you can pick. This one is just going to give you actual paper, the size of actual paper. This will just give you the size based on pixel count. We'll do this, but then I'll change it again, like 20 by 1080. And units, pixels right there. Orientation, it's going to be landscape because width is higher. Alright, pixels per inch. We won't actually be using pixels until we export it, if we want to export it as a picture. We drag this image in, there, and now we see that the page is significantly bigger. Looks like the picture is actually 1920 by 1200, but we'll just use 1080 because it's not really cutting off much that we need. Now, in order to start making this picture more Illustrator oriented by using vectors, we don't want to trace the entire picture, so we go to Window up here and then Image Trace, Preset. Want to make it look really cool. There's a whole bunch of different things we can use up here. I'm going to go with Sketched Art. We'll just wait for it to apply everything. And it doesn't look very good. We'll do Mode and Color. Palette, we're going to stop. We want to go to Full Tone, Colors More. These are all the advanced options. And then we'll just trace. Alright, so once it's done tracing the image, go back. We can zoom in a whole bunch. 1200% right now, and you can see that it basically traced every single image. If you hit this expand button, it'll show you all the actual lines it used to convert. And it's a vector, so you can zoom in however far you want, and it will always be as clear as possible. And now that we're done with that, we can go to Effect up at the top. Look at all the effects. We'll go to Effect Gallery. and it will say rasterizing artwork. That's just going to allow you to put effects into the artwork. And then we can look at some of the actual effects that we could put onto our image. This looks okay. Maybe put down the edge intensity a bit. There. Now we got an amateur artist's painted picture. Didn't realize it would be so easy to actually make one. Thought it would require a lot of tracing on my part. And there's a cool image tracer tool built in. Alright, so in order to make our pattern image, we're going to go to File, Open. We're going to grab both these images, open them up. Make sure you got your selection tool. We'll select it and then copy it and then paste it over. Drag it over so that you can see it. Then we'll go to Window, and we're going to trace both of these images. We'll trace our second image that we're going to be using for the patterning. We'll actually, for our preset, go down to silhouettes. And then it turns it to black. We're done with the image tracer. Shrink it down. Oops. Make sure you hold shift when you shrink it down in order to keep the aspect ratio the same. Then next, to make the pattern, we're going to go to Object, then Pattern, and Make. Here's the pattern right here. With this interface, you can pretty much do whatever you want with the image. Hit Option, we'll just drag one over. And then it duplicates it. We can make it really small down here. Make maybe another one with Option. Put it in the top corner. Looks kind of cool. Except for maybe we should switch the direction. Line it back up. Alright, there we go. And then once you're done configuring your pattern, you just come up here, see this little done button, click it, and the pattern window is gone. And then up here in your swatches panel again, you'll see the new pattern. We'll need to put a shape on her dress, it looks like, because the image tracing won't let us build over it. So we'll do that quick. Then just to see how it looks, we'll go back up to our swatches, and then you can see the image on her dress. And then with this, it looks like the pattern is a bit on her dress. Obviously this is a rough image, but this is just a tutorial, so you can fit it how you like. And then that's it.